pressure is real, and it's a menace that is eating deep into the fabric of everything that's going on in the lives of young people. Now, don't begin to look at this as something that you can just gloss over. Don't. Because it is real. It was real in my life. And I actually got tempted by a friend of mine who wanted me to begin to do bad things on her behalf. Yes, she would want me to begin to lie on her behalf, to begin to tell all manner of stories on her behalf. That was crazy. This was in my late teens, right? I got close to this friend of mine, a teenager also. It's teenager, and we were friendly. But I noticed that she was trying to push me into doing bad things for her. If she wants to write a letter to maybe a boyfriend, she will come and ask me to tell lies for her. I had to decide to just get myself away from her, and stop that friendship. And a lot of teenagers don't have that resolve. They don't have that resolve. They don't have that decision-making mechanism right within them to say they're going to steer clear of everything that's pushing them into doing wrong things. A lot of teenagers get messed up because of peer pressure, because you want to please your friends, because you want to make them feel like you're not just, out of the circle. You still want to have them as friends, even though you know that they're pushing you to doing wrong things, right? So what happened afterwards? After I decided in my heart that, look, I wouldn't want this friend to take me out of, my faith. I wouldn't want this friend, to put me in the wrong moral situation. I decided to cut off. I know it's always very tough because I tried to preach to her. I tried to tell her the right thing. She refused. She thought that I was just being unnecessarily religious. So I found out that, look, if you can't beat her, it's not good you join. Because some people say if you can beat them, you join them. No! You can stand. You can take a stand for truth. You can take a stand for righteousness. You can take a stand for purity. You don't have to follow what is happening in the society. As a young person, you can decide to remain pure and keep yourself pure till you get married. You don't have to have sex like your other friends are having sex because they call you outdated. No! If you have sex and you go to have premarital sex, you will have yourself to blame for it because you are entering into a covenant with somebody else, and that is not the right covenant for you. Your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Yes, you have to realize that God created your body for a man that you will marry, for a woman that you will marry, and sex is not meant to be done outside of marriage. Remember that. A lot of times people say, no, my friends pushed me into it. You can decide to stand and take a stand for truth, for righteousness, and for purity. So I decided that, look, I would rather not allow my testimony be tainted. So I stayed away from her. I preached, I did everything I could do, but she refused. Afterwards, I let her be and I stayed clear. Still my friend, but from afar. All right? And she traveled, went to Ghana, and we met a couple of years later. And guess what? She had given her life to Christ. Imagine a person I was trying to convince to stop all her bad ways who didn't listen to me. I could have fallen. Remember, it's easier to pull someone down from the roof than to pick somebody up and take the person up. So I tried to take her up. It was hard. I had to decide that, look, I'm not going to be unequally yoked with this person. I will do my best, pray for her, but I would not allow this peer pressure pull me down. And I tell you, later on, the seeds were sown. Later on, she gave her life to Christ and she turned a new leaf. Imagine, I was trying my best, but it wasn't me. It wasn't going to be me. It was going to be God Himself to save that person from that evil way. So the same thing, you have to realize you can be telling your friends, don't do this, don't do that, and they're not listening to you. Hand them over to God while you take the step of righteousness, of truth, of purity. I hope that has resonated with you. I hope you've learned something. It may even be in your workplace and they're telling you to join them to falsify records. They're telling you to do stuff that is not glorifying God. You can stand. You can decide that you will not join them. You will be the one that speaks the truth, even if it's a very unpopular stand. take that stand, God will honor you. Whatever it is, take the stand for righteousness. And if all of us do our little bit in this land, in this country, by taking a stand for truth, for integrity, for righteousness, everything will get better by the day. Do you believe me? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and like this video. Thank you once again for watching. And in my next episode, I'm going to be sharing another wonderful revelation with you. I'll allow you wait to see that. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.